What's up, everybody? Welcome back to some more Planet Coaster for a special holiday edition. We are in Silverwood Park today. Last year, for my annual Christmas episode, I did Kings Falls. This year, I wanted to do something a little different. Wanted to go with a down-home kind of country Christmas kind of theme. And what better park to do that than Silverwood? So, we are going to kind of take a look around and see all the changes I've made just for Christmas, basically. Even though this isn't actually going to be out on Christmas, it's going to be a little bit later. I didn't get the video done. Reason for that is I actually kind of got trapped at home. I had planned on finishing this up Christmas Eve. I went home to my family's for Christmas Eve. Kind of got stuck there a little bit because of weather. It was a rough trip. But anyway, I couldn't get back for a couple days. Then I immediately had to go into work as soon as I did get home. So I got home, took a shower, went into work, and I've just been busy since. So this is the first chance I'm actually getting to finish everything up that needed to be done and actually do the recording, which is what you guys are going to see today. So again, this is more or less just a holiday episode, because a lot of these parks that do like Christmas festivals and stuff, they keep their festival running until like the first of the year, until like New Year's. It's not Christmas, but it's still the holidays, so that's what we're going to do today. I still wanted to show off every single thing that we have here. We're going to stop right here before we actually go into the park, and I want to talk a little bit about how this all came to be. So, as you know, as I just said, last year we did a Kings Falls episode where I decorated Kings Falls all up for, or at least the main street anyway, for Christmas. Wanted to kind of repeat that this year, and I decided I was going to do Silverwood. So I mentioned this to my friend RavenRavel. I sent her the park. She immediately started working on this, and I want to say, I want to give a huge shout out to Raven because she worked extremely hard. Her computer can barely even handle this park. She was getting literally 1 to 3 frames a second the entire time she was working on this. And in just a couple of days, she ended up doing almost every single thing that you guys are going to see here. There are some stuff I did do myself. So, you know, it's not just a one-person effort. This was a combined effort. My idea, she took it, she ran with it. This is what we're going to see at the beginning of the park here. So first thing is the lighting and stuff is that we've done for the park. So one of the first things she saw was that the entire park was completely just dark at night. And I was like, you know what? That's fair. I never actually did anything with like lights or anything like that because I mostly film a lot of these things during the day. It's the best time. I don't like to actually film night stuff because you can't really see anything. And unfortunately, with Christmas stuff, night is the best time to show everything off. So it's going to be a little dark. I do apologize. We did add some lighting into it, though. So we've added some like different lights here and there, especially these right here. These are hers. She actually had these on the workshop already. And I believe she said this was one of the first things that like Frontier ever showed off of hers on stream. And she was quite proud of them. And I was like, well, you should be. These are really nice little like Christmas lights. You can find these on the workshop. They're listed under Market Lamp. I think Market Christmas Lamp, I think is what it's called. But these are really nice. It's just basically the lamps and got a wreath and a ribbon on it. So you could probably make these yourselves. But I mean, they're already on the workshop. So why not just grab them, you know? By the way, while you're there, if you are grabbing them, downloading, subscribing to them, whatever, make sure to give them a thumbs up for Raven because, you know, these are pretty awesome. So we're going to move a little forward in here on into the park. Now we're going to come across the entry style bridge here. As you can see, really nice decoration here with the garland. Love the twinkly little lights in there. That really, I like that. We've got the ribbon and a wreath right there on top. And she put these here on the bridge. Now, she didn't care for them. She was unsure. I saw them. I was like, no, leave those in. That works. That totally works. I mean, obviously, if these were actual lights just on the ground, people would trip on them. So what we're going to say is this is actually just like fluorescent paint. Paint's not a word. For it, fluorescent paint. And it's just kind of painted onto the path there. And they glow underneath of a black light kind of thing, I guess. That's what we're going to say anyway. She also went as far as to do the side of the bridge. Nice lighting and stuff on the side over here. And we're going to move on into our first little entry plaza here. This is what I call the meeting plaza of Silverwood. This is where people, like groups and stuff, get together, everything. We got chairs and tables and stuff over here for people to see. And obviously, is the first thing you see as soon as you enter this is this big, huge Christmas tree right here. So we have this going for it. And they also, or she also put a kind of fence around it, which totally works. I actually really like this. This works great. I haven't looked. Did she put anything down to keep people from? Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, so she totally put the little pathing things on there to keep the people from walking through the tree. Good idea. Very good idea. And then from there, we're gonna look now all the way around here. She also went ahead and put ribbons and garland around the fencing and the fence posts and all of this. So, and again, huge shout out to her, because if she hadn't have done this, I would have never gotten this finished. Honestly, I really wouldn't have. This is a fantastic job. She outdid herself and worked so hard. So yeah, this is all mostly thanks to her that you guys are getting this video right now, because I would not have been able to finish this. I kind of just decided to do it at kind of a last minute thing, and I didn't have enough time because of work and everything. So yeah, she went ahead, she ran with it, and got most everything done here for me. So I didn't have a whole lot of work left to do, and even with that, I still didn't get it out on Christmas. All right, so we're going to head on here. Obviously, we have the bridge here. This is the second bridge, which goes over top of the river rapids. This over here, this is what I did. So I kind of turned the water mill over here that the river rapids ride goes through into kind of a gingerbread house, like a candy gingerbread house. What I did was I put the icing and stuff on here. There's like different kind of icing decorations, and I kind of decorated it up to make it look like it's like a gingerbread house. We put the icing on the roofing there, put some lights on it. We got the candied windows. Yeah, I forget the simplest words sometimes. Candied windows, icing, all of that, and then I gave it a nice soft kind of white light to really kind of brighten it up and everything. And I really think this works. I love this, actually. This came out much better. I was originally just going to put some lights on it and call it a day, and then I thought, oh no, let's turn this into a candy house. And that, I love it. It works so well. So now we're going to head back over here. We're going to take a look at the actual entrance to the park. So we have the train coming across. It's a shame we can't decorate, like put items like scenery stuff on moving things and have it move with it. Decorate the train a little bit for Christmas. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, so we have the bridge here. We got the Silverwood sign, all decorated with the garland. We have the 2020 season sign up there. I kind of wish it said something like 2020, like season's greetings or something. I probably should have changed this sign out a little bit, but oh well. And this is, I would not have thought of this. She put the nutcrackers right here at the entrance on each side. Seriously, I would not have thought to do that. I completely forget about the nutcrackers, so never really thought of that. I don't even think I used them at all in the Kings Falls Christmas episode. But yeah, that absolutely beautiful. So just kind of get a nice kind of look here at the entrance. Just kind of scroll across through here kind of slowly. There we go. All right, and then we're going to step into the actual park, into the actual entryway. In we will go. And you can see she's taken some of the entry plaza trees. She put lights and stuff in the trees. She's decorated almost every single one of the buildings with different colored lights and stuff. We're going to start kind of on this side over here. So we'll head over to this. This is the Emporium building, where most all shopping and stuff is done in the park. So there's also some restrooms right in there too. Nice kind of teal blue lighting on this. Gives it a really soft glow. Almost ghostly. I really love this. So this is such a beautiful color to choose. I don't know what made her think of using this particular color for this building, but it totally works. I absolutely love it. I originally intended to kind of keep going down this way and do some more work and do some more lighting and stuff. I kind of wanted to decorate a couple of the rides and stuff up for Christmas too, but we just ran out of time and wasn't able to do it. So I think what I'm going to do is continue this next year, and we're going to decorate more of Silverwood for next Christmas or next holiday season. I think that's kind of what I want to do, because I love this. I love Dollywood. I love Silver Dollar City. They're two of my favorite parks of all time. I love the theming of it and everything. And, you know, most people are like, well, what's the theme? It's just kind of like frontiersy, kind of country-ish, you know, like hillbilly, basically. And I'm originally from Eastern Kentucky, so this totally fits with me. And that's why I kind of wanted to do a down-home, comfy country Christmas kind of. And this totally works. So this is the cave tour building here. Just your basic like Christmas light. I imagine these being those like big Christmas bulbs. Like anybody who's as old as I am and remembers these back in the day, like the old Christmas trees before there was LED lighting and all that. You remember these big giant like multicolored Christmas bulbs that you used to be able to get. I mean, they're the size of like your thumb, if not bigger, right? And I just imagine that this is what this building is decked out in, is just those big, like old-fashioned bulbs and stuff. So, which, if you want to buy some of those, you can conveniently do so over at the Emporium, who is currently selling lots of old-fashioned Christmas decorations and stuff. So, you know, self-promotion. All right, anyway, heading on from the cave tour building, and no, there's not a cave yet. I am actually going to do a cave very similar to Silver Dollar City's, like, I think it's called Marvel Cave. I'm going to do something very similar to that here in Silverwood. We'll probably get to that, might even do that in January, because I want to kind of make an announcement real quick while we're here at the beginning of the park before we get too far. All of January will be a 31 days of Planko. Every single day I will be doing a vlog, basically a Planet Coaster vlog, talking. I might build something for a little bit, or just kind of show what I'm working on for the day, and do just kind of daily videos and stuff like that. So I just kind of want to experiment a little bit with that. It's only going to be for January. It's not going to be something we're going to continue on into the rest of the year or anything. Don't expect a Planet Coaster video every single day for the entire year. That's not going to happen. But I am going to try to make it happen for January anyway. Some of the videos may not be much. Some of them may not be very interesting or anything. I don't know yet until I actually start filming them, which will be, you know, next month, essentially. Well, just a few days really from now. But hopefully you guys will tune into that, because there will be a Planet Coaster video every single day for the entire month of January. All right, more self-promotion. Done with that. Here we have the Skyway entrance building here, which I designed to be sort of a barn. And as you can see, we got the chair lifts and stuff going up to the top of the hill. If you guys have watched any of the Silverwood series, you know that Silverwood originally, like, I actually have this whole history of the park, right? So originally Silverwood started out being as just on top of the hill, and then over the years has grown into this huge entertainment area here that we have. It outgrew just being the top of the hill, so they bought all the rest of the land around it and have developed it all into what you guys are seeing now in the park. So you did a really awesome job here, which is just kind of pepperminty kind of looking. We've got the peppermint sticks right there, the candy canes. We have, like, I would not have thought to put those into buckets. That was a really good idea, and very candy cane-ish colors. We're gonna move over here. This is the candy Emporium, is what I kind of like to call this. Basically, this is like baked goods and stuff. You can get cookies, candy, all homemade. Homemade ice cream available through this door right here. This is all the baked goods, like the candy and cookies. This over here is the ice cream shop. So you can get some old-fashioned ice cream and stuff in there, handmade ice cream. And over here you can get all of the other stuff too. Kind of a pinkish lighting to it, and pinkish white, which really, it's like a very soft red, almost pink. And I love the color of this. This was fantastic. Again, shout out to Raven for doing all of this right here that you guys are seeing right now at the moment. All of this was hers. I didn't touch any of this other than to give the entryway just a little bit more lighting kind of underneath the pass and stuff to kind of light the area up because it was way too dark. She was like, dude, it's so dark in your park. Like, what up with that? She's like, you can get mugged. I said, well, yeah, you can't get mugged. It's part of the authentic, old-fashioned, experience that you get here in Silverwood. You literally are authentically robbed by bandits. That's why we like to keep it dark. All right, so we come over here, and this is the guest services building here, which is the traditional white Christmas lights. Nothing special over here, but it still looks good. I really like this. Yeah, works out well. Moving on down this area, this building right here, I've also added some more of her Christmas market lights over here to light the paths and stuff a little bit. And this building here, this is what I did. To contrast with the pink right there, I decided to do, since this building had more of a bluish kind of color to it as already, I went with some blue lights, some blue and white lights here. So a very, very soft blue hue to it. And that really works right here. And again, contrasting ourselves, we're going to go back to more of a peppermint kind of color over here. I probably should have put some garland or something on that. Yeah, I was trying to hurry. This is the theater building here. And this is where you can catch like some of the shows and stuff that the park does. Right now, I think they're doing like a country Christmas show, something like that. We won't watch that today. So I think they're still rehearsing right now at the moment. Okay. All right. So getting out of character there. We have kind of, again, with the candy cane kind of colors, the red and the white. I put the Christmas garland and stuff right around some of the area here. Again, I was just kind of rushing this and just kind of adding the lights and stuff here and there and giving it some kind of a soft light. Right behind us over here, here is the railroad station. The first railroad station in the park anyway. This one here, this was all Raven's doing here. She decorated all this up. I really like the green. It's different. I would not have thought to put green on this building. I probably would have done like white or something. But the green and yellow definitely has a nice glow to it here for this building. The building itself is more of a red, so an odd choice, but it works. She added the little Christmas trees up here in the front. The big Christmas tree right here in the middle. I added a Christmas tree in between. So she did the ones on the corner and the one in the middle, and I added this in here. The only thing that I would probably change here is we could probably put some garland kind of running up and down the pass, but I can't blame her for not, doing a whole lot of work in this because she was literally only getting like 1 to 3 frames a second in this park. Like I said earlier. So the fact that she was able to accomplish so much in such a little time too is a feat. So yeah, so I can't really blame her for not doing a whole lot of garland. But if I was going to change something personally, I would probably put the garland down through here. And I am just now now that I'm actually like showing this off and looking at it, is when I'm actually thinking some garland would kind of work really good to run through there. So it's not something I thought of earlier. Otherwise, I probably would have done it myself. Which I may do. Got the nice Christmas star on top of the building there to really set it off. All right, spinning back around, we're going to head over into this area here. I did not realize how big these Christmas gifts were in the festive set until I actually started working with them. I have never used these before until now, and they are absolutely friggin' huge. Like, this looks like something a stripper would jump out of. You know what I mean? A really, really large stripper, Anyway, added some peppermint candies down there to the wheels just for a little bit of effect. Put some garland on it. Kind of filled up this wagon. The wagon was already here, but I made it a Christmassy wagon. Now, this right here, this is what I probably spent half of my time on. Right here was decorating the carousel. The carousel is one of my favorite things that got added to the game. We kept saying we need a grand carousel. We need a grand carousel. They finally gave us one. And it's absolutely stunningly beautiful. Great job to Frontier on adding that. And I figured this needed a little bit of love and a little bit of attention, because if we're going to decorate it for Christmas, let's do it right. So I wasn't sure about the colors of the lights until I started getting a little bit more finished with it. It definitely gives a nice contrast to the golden kind of glow underneath of here. And if this doesn't scream country Christmas, I don't know what does. So doesn't this just kind of feel warm and comfy and inviting right here? I think so. Yeah, I'm breaking into my Bob Ross voice at this point. Just some happy little garland all the way around it with some happy little lights that, yeah, go all the way around it. And some happy little nutcrackers that I put all the way around the building here. We're just going to paint them and just brush them in there. Yeah, that's nice. Just tap, 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 tap. All right, anyway. Get out of my Bob Ross mode. Okay, so, yeah, this come out beautiful. Added some stars around it. The garland, the ribbons, the nutcrackers, the lighting, everything on this. The warm, inviting glow of the soft yellow light. Very golden, you know, very antique looking, very vintage. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to spin around now, and I'm going to come over here. We're going to take a look at something else that I spent the other half of my time on. Like I said, I kind of rushed the lights on some of the buildings, but I did spend some time doing some other stuff. So we're going to come over here. We have these nice little snowmen here. These are a Frontier blueprint. So we've got the one ringing the bell. We've got the one over here ringing the trumpet. And we have the one in the middle, which has no musical skills whatsoever. He's like, man, I wish I could play a trumpet, but I can't because I'm a loser snowman. I don't know. He's probably the singer. I don't know. Maybe he sings a cappella. I don't know. This guy over here, unfortunately, he got too close to the lights, and it was a little warm, so he kind of melted. They'll get him later. He needs an ambulance or something to help get him up. Somebody, quick, get some dry ice. All right, and we're gonna come up on here. This building here, a brand new building, just for this episode, added to the park. It is gonna stick around after the Christmas lights are taken down. This is the Red Garter Saloon, which for Christmas is decorated up as the Red Stocking Saloon. That's literally the only reason I put this building in here, is just because I was like, oh, what if we had like a Red Garter Saloon, but for Christmas we renamed it the Red Stocking Saloon? That would be awesome. And I immediately set to work on that, and I love the idea, and I added the building into it. I couldn't figure out where to add it, but I figured it, I don't know, something in my head just kind of made sense that it would be next to Wildfire Express. I don't know why. It doesn't really make sense when you think about it, but it made sense in my head at the time. So this was like one of the only places I could find to put this. And yeah, so I don't like the fact that it's kind of right next to the theater, because it's also, you can get dinner and a show in the Red Stocking Saloon. We have can dancers and stuff in there, like the old saloon, old West girls that love to hike up their skirts. Yeah, so that's kind of what I imagine going on inside of the saloon. But for Christmas, we decorated up and everything. And one thing I noticed is that in all of the festive decorations that Frontier did, there are no stockings. There's no Christmas stockings anywhere. There's like baubles and things that you put on tree. We got the lights, we got wreaths, we got garland, we got ribbons, we got snowman pieces, but there's no stockings. Not a single Christmas stocking anywhere to behold. And to beat it all, not one single person has made any on the Theme Maker's Toolkit. I think I saw a couple, but none worth really adding to the park. I think one had a gnome in it, but I mean, they weren't really done very well. And so yeah, if anybody out there who does Theme Maker's Toolkit items, if you guys work on this, I know there's at least a couple of you people that are really good at making Theme Maker's Toolkit items. If you still watch my videos, then perhaps, you know, for next year, maybe some Christmas stockings. I'm just saying, that'd be awesome. So we could kind of keep decorating the Red Stocking Saloon even better next year. All right, so that's kind of this. It's modeled after, of course, the Red Garter Saloon at Cedar Point. Very similar to it. I kind of took the same design. Over here, we have the Jingle Balls. It's kind of lit up on this wall over here. I just figured that wall needed something, so, you know, I put my balls on it. All right, and we're going to move around over here. And this is probably one of the last things I'll probably show off because there's not much else to show. But we have the Wildfire Express, which I decorated up for Christmas for this particular area. Went with an orange, red, and white twinkly lights over here. Some garlands. Very simple, but it works. Definitely works. I love how it came out. I didn't do too much over here on this side because there was no point. I was running out of time, and there wasn't much we was going to do around that way. I know one of the things that Raven really wanted to do was she really wanted to decorate the county fair section for Christmas. But, you know, the fact that she got so much already done and ran out of time and stuff, and, you know, as much trouble as she went through just to decorate what she did, you know, I can't blame her, but she did really want to do the county fair section up. She was really looking forward to it, and she didn't get a chance. But there's always next year, so next year we'll probably do the county fair in some more areas. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If it hadn't been for Raven, none of this would have came to fruition. She did almost all the work and only left me with just some things to do, which was fantastic because with the time that I had, I didn't really have much time, so it helped. We were able to get this out. Although I didn't get it out for Christmas, but we still got it. It's a holiday episode, and I love how everything came out. Absolutely beautiful. What she worked on inspired me to finish everything up, and you know, if it wasn't for her work, I would not have been inspired enough to decorate the rest of these buildings here. So it was a team effort, with her being most of the team. So credit goes where credit is due, and she did a lot of the work here. So I just want to give, once again, one huge shout out to RavenRavel. Thank you so much for all your hard work on this, Raven. Very, very much appreciated. It's absolutely beautiful. I've already told you how beautiful this is, but this is great work. Fantastic work. I love it. I hope you guys do too. Again, you can get her lights and stuff on the Steam Workshop. Just search for Market Light, I believe it's called. Market Lamp. She has some other Christmassy things on the workshop as well as some other stuff that she's done too. So definitely check out her Steam Workshop. We'll see. Most likely we'll put a link to it in the video description. So check that out. Alright guys, with that being said, we're just going to take one last look around here at the entry plaza. Absolutely stunning. And again, guys, does this not just feel so comfy and inviting? This is like the best Christmas theme that I've seen. So I love it. It came out great. Combined effort between me and her. And I'm going to leave you guys with one last look here at our gingerbread watermill as we head out for the evening. Happy holidays to you and yours. Thank you so much for everything this year. We're coming up on a brand new year, and I want to thank all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much for all my old followers for sticking around with me for as long as you have. All my fans, I love you all. Thank you so much for all your support. It's been a fantastic year. The year coming is only going to get better and better. We're constantly improving the channel. I'm constantly getting more and more subscribers. The counting is raising. It's getting faster. We're hitting 100 subscribers faster and faster. We're probably hit 5,000 subs very, very soon. We're about already to hit 4,100, and it's not even the end of the year yet. So again, thank you everybody for all your views, all of the watch time that you guys have put into my videos, all of your awesome comments, except for you trolls. You trolls can get lost. And especially to the guy who keeps downvoting my videos. Stop it. I know you love me, that you constantly think about me so much that you have to come back week after week after week and just go through and downvote every video that I have. I'm so glad that you think of me so often, and I'm always in your mind. I really appreciate that. But yeah, to everybody else though, thank you so much. I can't say thank you enough for all your support this year. Happy holidays once again to everybody out there. Merry Christmas, Merry belated Christmas. Happy New Year. I will see you all with more Planet Coaster after the first of the year. Until then, wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Thanks for watching.